Welcome back to the second quarter of the Bobby Dupre Show, and we're going to move right along. We'll start off with a few more pictures, and then we'll come back and pick up a couple of our sponsors.
We can do that.
Okay, this is Ginger and Kyle, and they're listening to somebody. It must have been Bobby Dupre giving his little pep talk there.
I think they're saying God they don't.
God they don't. And this is two of the young girls that went to school and are good friends with Megan. On the right is Elizabeth and Whitehead, and Amy in the what kind of greenish.
She's blonde.
Little blonde. And then there should be one other one across from them.
I don't have that.
Well, anyhow, this picture here is, if you'll just flip real quick.
She got a fan in her hand.
A fan in her hand, and this is the fan. This fan was designed and printed by Ronald Carrier, and I think his wife had something to do with it. They're neighbors of Megan and Ginger's on Megan Drive, and of course Ronald is president of BOBBY002 here in town, and that was a real neat idea. We all had these fans, and the people loved it. It was a good thought. Thanks to everybody for this. It certainly made, and Megan has always liked that little picture of herself.
Her cutting up.
Her cutting up. She was very young at that age right there. And here she is all dressed up, graduation morning. That was Saturday morning. She was leaving rather early, about 8 o'clock, to get to, I think the graduation itself, ceremony started at 9:30.
She graduated with honors. She got some of them some colored strings around her neck.
Oh, you see, I didn't get none of that when I graduated. I didn't go to graduation. maybe I had them and didn't go pick them up.
You might have been the valedictorian.
No, I wasn't that. And Megan be meeting up with one of her classmates, and they telling little stories and having fun. This was right after the graduation itself, and Judy and David again. And there's Eric and Margot, his wife, and Ginger. And Margot is a young attorney and going to be starting practice, I think, maybe as early as August.
Wow.
So, and then that's about the only picture we have.
Both together?
Yeah, that was a shame. We should have had a better picture than that. But anyhow, we had a lot of fun throughout the whole weekend, and I think she'll have some fond memories. I know I will, and I think everyone there, the Dugas family, really, in fact, they enjoyed it so much.
En masse, they came out.
They came out en masse, and I might add that we're going to show some pictures of a mass in a minute, and we'll be showing some of the Dugas that came over to the house last night for the mass, and I'll give you the reason that kind of got them. This is a couple that was sitting at the bar, and we were watching the horse race, the Preakness that was taking place, and the gentleman on the right is Jim Ritter. I said, Tex Ritter's family? He said, oh, yes.
There you go.
Great. And he started laughing. And he's with Ameriprise, and I might add that he's in the top 7% in performance for Ameriprise. And they had a huge convention going on. I mean, they took up most of the hotel. And Jim and his wife is with the beautiful hat on, is Sherry, and she's a veterinarian and has retired from being an active veterinarian and now is in sales of veterinary products.
How about Orb losing the race? Oxbow.
They from Virginia Beach. I might finish up. Real nice couple. Thanks for allowing us to sit with you all in that little area where there was a good television, and we were even able to adjust the sound, which in these big hotels you don't usually get that privilege.
But Orb lost the race.
Yep.
Oxbow won the race with Gary Stevens, a 50-year-old jockey who'd been out of racing for 7 years.
7 years.
And he admitted after the race, he has not gotten many mounts. I mean, it's hard to convince people that he's back and he's ready. But Dwayne Lucas decided...
But you know, he also does a lot of...
he did a lot of television work for years.
Yeah,
correct.
He's an analyst.
But he came back, you know, he was in Secretariat in the movie. He played one of the jockeys in the movie and came back, and talk about a way to come back. I mean, now he'll get some rides. I would think.
Yeah.
What?
And you know, it it's funny how these races turn out this way. They always have a story in the back of the race.
And he's a good story. I mean, 7 years since he raced and come back and win the Preakness.
It started in January. Yeah, just got back into it less than 5 months.
To me, looks better than he did when he got out. You know, he looks healthy. There you go, and you're over at Arnaud's.
Arnaud's, and that was after the graduation on Saturday night. And of course, the Dugas family, we all having fun again. And Antoine's, of course, is 150 plus years.
I was wrong. It's Arnaud's or Antoine's? Antoine's. I was wrong.
I'm sorry. Antoine's. Very, very good service at both places. Oh, yeah. I'd have to give the edge a little bit to K. Paul's, to be honest with you, and a lot quieter. The noise level is way, way lower at K. Paul's, which makes it easy to talk with the people in a long, especially in a long table like this.
You're so soft-spoken, I'm sure that's, you know, you have to worry about those
and I'm
things.
not very loud. And then, and of course, all of us attended Mass on Sunday morning, 11 o'clock Mass on Baronne at the I said it before.
The Jesuits there?
The Jesuit Catholic Immaculate Conception.
There you go.
A Jesuit church.
Correct, sir.
And I went next door to use the bathroom and adjoining, which is, I guess, a classroom and offices for the church, and the priestess, and this is Mr. Bill, and he was in a meeting, had come out, and he was walking into the church, and I asked him a few questions, and if they knew Mike Rodrigue, and the Mike Rodrigue that's shown as a member, I don't think it's the same Mike Rodrigue that owns the Acme Oyster Houses, and also Rodco Worldwide Underwriters. And I've known that Mike Rodrigue for years. But anyhow, beautiful church. They've just undergone a $2.5 million renovation project. So the Catholic churches and the Jesuits are really, we did a nice big project over at Grand Coteau in the retreat house. The church next door, not the church, the college, St. Charles College, which is a Jesuit institution.
Retreat house and seminary.
Yeah, and undergoing about a $12 to $15 million renovation.
It's a big project.
And updating.
Yep.
Updating.
And
anyhow, Mr. Bill, good morning to you.
They just acquired a new building in Italy. They got the Vatican now, the Jesuits. They got their own pope in.
did you hear how smooth Monsignor Derwin handled that last night?
Oh, well, he was quoting the Pope's sermon from that day. I mean, literally that morning, the Pope's sermon, he was talking about it and quoting from it. Yeah, it was very nice.
I'm talking about his style of operation. He's not living in the
fancy building. He's living just in the little hotel building.
In a hotel building with other cardinals and all. A different lifestyle. It'll be interesting to see if he can pass that on to some of these with the big hats and all of that, and the canes and everything. I don't know the proper name, but you know what I'm talking about.
That's close enough.
And yesterday, I was able to go by and visit with Blaine Guillory, and one of the other owners of the Brick and Spoon. I had spoken, and I had worn a shirt last week. Brick and Spoon is a new place that opens about 6 in the morning till 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Breakfast, brunch, and lunch.
Lunch, that's correct. And the picture here is of two people that I had met before. On the right is Billy Babineau Jr. He's with Bancorp South, which is a bank that's located in Lafayette on Silverstone Drive. Well, that's right by where John and Cody, well, John was living, normally lives there now. And we talked to Cody, by the way. He's doing very, very well. Talked to him just prior to going on the air. And the young man in the blue shirt on the left is David Cortez. And of course, Glenn and Joanne Cortez of Opelousas is the mama and the daddy. And I spoke about Joanne and her beautiful lawn about 2 programs ago. Did. And David, of course, is also in the assisting people in mortgage loan business. He used to work with his father. I'm not sure if he's with his father, but in similar type business.
There's your lady checking you out. And what, they use an iPhone to check you out at the
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They're doing it with an iPhone. And she was going to give me a card with her name, and I didn't get it. And there's no name. But that's my that is my credit card. I had shown the other way around. We decided that wasn't good because the numbers would show.
That's right.
These ladies here were sitting next to me, and of course I had to break the ice like I love to do. And on the left is Celia Hoyt. Next to her is Miss Beverly Godet. All the way on the right in the back is Miss Greta Pollock. And on the right up front is Miss Marilyn Phillips. And I might add, she had gone there on the 4th day it was open. She's already come back and brought friends.
That's a good sign.
That's a good sign. Blaine and Ryan Trahan, who was not there, and then we have a picture. I think the next picture should be of Blaine and Brian Jewell, who is one of the partners with years of experience in similar type restaurant business, and they have already located probably 3 or 4 new locations that'll be opening up within the next several months. Close by, soon.
And we got this picture?
And this picture here of a very special person at the retreat house over in Grand Coteau. And I'm speaking of Miss Marie Williams. That was, they were recognizing her 45 years of faithful, dedicated service. And I mean, she makes sure that the meals are always delicious. And of course, they're also the clean staff.
Clean and cook and make sure that everybody's taken care of.
Everybody's taken care of. And this was at a board meeting that she was honored, and thanks for sending the picture. Miss Marie lives right there in Grand Coteau with her several members of her family. And this is a special young lady here. And then she's asking for help.
We've talked about Miss Jamie Cormier that's right there standing. And of course, Jamie had some surgeries this past summer over in St. Louis. She was gone, I guess, 6 or 8 months with the surgeries and the rehab and everything else. But right there with us, Miss Julia Ortego, who needs a little help. They're working on trying to get a lift, a van with a lift on it. If you can help them out, give us a call. You can give me a call at 351-0732. Trying to put a few donations together to help. And you can see the smile. Julia's always got a smile on her face, and her and Jamie always getting together. But if you can help us out, or if you look on Facebook for Julia Ortego and Jamie Cormier, you can hunt them down that way. Kick back to us, Mr. Steve. I got to hit 2 sponsors before we take our break. And I'm going to go with, how about LHC Group, all about helping people. They can help you with the nurses at your home, the rehab folks, the therapists. They can help you with the special lift beds and lift chairs that can help you out in your home, hospice care, palliative care, the Health and Wellness Center here on Heather Drive as well. Louisiana Healthcare Group with locations throughout the United States. It's all about helping people. And one more, let's go with, how about, I'm jumping around. Quarters Casino. Go by Quarters Casino north of Opelousas at I-49, exit 23. Chevron gas, Subway sandwiches, crispy, crunchy fried chicken, good Stuckey's candy like you remember as a kid. They've got El Pico de Gallo, authentic Mexican cuisine inside with great margaritas, and Chevron fuel underneath the nice canopies on well-lit, well-concreted area. Go by the Quarters Casino and try your luck inside in the casino side as well. Now, we got to take a 1-minute break for halftime, and we're going to see you folks on the other side of one.